Hey guys, good afternoon to everyone. Hope every one of you are doing great. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about something. Okay, every one of us have some or the other distraction. Okay, and distractions are bound to happen, and distraction are part of normal and daily life. Okay, but when distraction becomes severe, or when distractions hinders the productivity, I think that is the major problem. Okay, I personally felt like there are a lot of distraction, and in 21st century the distractions are multiplied by all those technology. Okay, definitely technology is one of the distractions. Okay, usually why technology was made, it was made for the efficient functioning, or it would really help out humans, but what it end up doing, it act as a distraction, the major distraction. What researchers have shown that technology, the people use most of their time in technology, and especially in that too in unproductive thing. We are all aware of social media, we are all aware of our screen time. Okay, that's impacting our sleep, and that is why some or the other reason we are discussing these things. Okay, and I was majorly discussing about distractions. I think the major distraction that we have right now are the mobile phones. Okay, and you may be thinking, oh, it's really helpful sometime, but no, it has mainly or majorly, okay, definitely it might have some benefit. You're getting to call, you're getting to share your work, you're getting to write emails, you're getting to search new things out. But more than that, what research also have found, that it is acting as a major distraction. There are other distraction too. People are doing overthinking also. I've definitely made a video on why overthinking can be really detrimental to your life, to your productivity. Okay, when you overthink na, what happens is your brain started functioning in a certain way, and that's really not productive, because overthinking is immediately there's nothing going on, it's just a waste of time. Rather than overthinking, just think and take action. Okay, I could recall one of my mentors saying that first you do think, then you see what's the result, rather than just thinking, because thinking won't help. Okay, certain level of thinking, certain level of brainstorming is definitely okay, but overthinking, when you start overthinking now, you start over analyzing things and situations, and your brain start tricking you out, and eventually you lose lot of time. Okay, in today's scenario we are losing lot of time on technology also. When we talk of social media, we talk of phone. Even in phone we have a lot of distraction, and one of the major distractions, there are definitely distractions like games, there are distractions like I would say social media, and these are the major two things I believe. Okay, at the same time these are not just distractions, these are detrimental for your brain and for your health. Okay, you are aware that there has been rise in the cases of sleep problems. Why do you think, why are people having sleep problems? One of the major contributing factor is the mobile phone, because the screen time has increased so much. And and what I could remember is one of the famous experts saying like, brain gets signal from the mobile phone that it's still not a time to sleep. When you keep your phone aside, then only your brain feels now it's time to sleep. But when you are continuously for 24/7 with your phone, then definitely how can you think, how can you give your brain a signal that it's time to sleep? And majority of people are now facing sleep problems. And if we go deep down and discuss about what are the other effects when you have sleep problems, there are numerous physical and mental health problems that you gonna face. So you're getting how is the severity and why I'm talking about, because this has become a serious problem. Whether you talk about social media addiction, when you talk about gaming addiction, when you talk about mobile addiction. Okay, there have been examples in other countries like Sweden and Scandinavian country, where people are using those button and old phones. Okay, so in order to like deviate themselves from this 4G, 5G, 6G, or touch screen phones, because these are major distraction. And when you are distracted most of the time, you lose most of the time. When you lose most of the time, you lose most of your productive time. So you are yourself, I think you are yourself wise enough why is it all this thing happening. And even if you are aware, the major thing is I'm also aware of a lot of things, that I'm aware that mobile phones are a distraction, social media is distraction, gaming is a distraction, okay, and a lot of other activity, overthinking is distractions. But how do we gonna work on those things? Major thing is working on this. I think most of you are aware that these are distractions, but how do we really work on those things? So here comes the role. I know most of you have tried, but many of you failed. So it's just about changing your brain pattern. It's about changing your thinking pattern. It's about countering. It's about developing habits. Okay, and these are somehow related to psychology, because human thoughts, human brain, and human behavior. Whenever these things are discussed, psychology will come to play. So when we are distracted, definitely these things comes to play, that our mind, our belief, our thought pattern, okay, our attention seeking, all these things have become so common that our brain has also started functioning badly. At the same time, it's affecting our behavior. So what are the solutions? First and foremost, they say is go and seek help. If you really don't know how to do it, you go and seek help from the professionals. Okay, that's the obvious thing, because they will guide through how do you really work on those things, and you can yourself work on those little things. Okay, and I know many of you have worked on this, but many of time it relapses. Okay, because you don't know the proper techniques. uh, so that was one thing I just wanted to make you aware about all those problems. At the same time, go and find out solutions, because solutions are available if you really want to get out of this distraction. Because solutions are available if you really want to get out of this distraction thing. Get engaged into something, you know, make task. And what I personally do, okay, I'm not going to say anything else apart from my personal experience that may suit you or not suit you. Okay, whenever I feel distracted, I know I'm a human being too. I know I have certain goals to achieve, but I have a lot of distraction also. One of the major is obviously the iPhone, the phone, okay, the phone thing. And within the phone, there are a lot of things. Whether it's YouTube, YouTube sometimes serve as distraction. Whether it's social media, whether it's other game I play, okay, whether even the YouTube channel that I have sometimes act as a distraction, because sometimes I get used to it. I try to like spend most time and doing this and that, and definitely that is hampering the productivity. So what I try to do personally is I focus more on goal. At the same time, I try to minimize distraction. How do I do that? I set time limits. And I think these are the very common thing you can do, okay? And it's a personal experience. Limit your time, okay? You can use the phone in certain and specific period of time, okay? I know there are people out there who works or their work or performance or all these activities depends on mobile phone, but you can always be aware of deleting some unuseful app that's really taking most of your time. Okay, and one of the common thing I've noticed, and I have the same problem too, that whenever we get a notification, especially the WhatsApp message, we all are constantly thinking who messages, especially when you are into some kind of relationship and some kind of things like that. Definitely that's bound to happen. So try to reduce time on those things, okay, and go and be more productive, I would say, and that would really be helpful. I don't have to say it, you are yourself aware. Try to minimize as much as time, especially for all those youth. You have a lot to achieve, lot of beautiful things to experience. Just get out of the phone, just explore the physical world, because there are a lot of disadvantage of using too much of mobile phone or being in too much of social media. I've mentioned it multiple times. Why don't just focus on yourself? Focus on your hobbies, focus on your game, focus on your creativity, focus on things you like, rather than spending time. And spend time with your friends, family members. These are the little suggestions, because isolations are growing. And if I start discussing what are the disbenefit of using phones and smartphones or social media, there are a lot of disadvantages, okay, especially mental health, physical health, and a lot of other things. So start minimizing your time. I think that's the only message I created. because mobile phones are the major distraction these days. And if you start working on these things little by little, whether through yourself or through anyone, okay, any expert's help, this will have a tremendous effect on your life. And I personally believe if you start working on the like time you utilize or time you spend in mobile phone, you will be highly productive, and your definitely you will have an upper edge when it comes to competition from your peers, from your other professional, because the other person is also addicted or somehow spending time or wasting time in the mobile phone. So yeah, just do it for yourself. That was the message. Thank you guys, have a nice day, bye bye.